Alright, hey guys, Mitch here from the AudioDabbler YouTube channel, and today I am going to take a look at the 808 Science Kit from Beatmaker 3 that is $2.99, and it's basically just a bunch of 808 banks of multi-sampled kicks, bass drums, basses that have been processed through some analog gear. And let's just take a look. So it's got 6 banks, and then it has some. It actually comes with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 presets. These first, is the gold? Let me see. So the top 4, it's got DR 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're all full-fledged drum kits, and so. Just kind of give you a sound of that, and then give you a sound of this one. It's a really long cymbal. DR3. And then DR4. Now this one right here, you can see seems like there's a heavy processing, and that's because some of these are turned around. Wait, turn. And so each of them has the first 8 macros programmed into some, interesting things to go along with the kits. So that is pretty awesome stuff. Let's see what else. They also come with these pre-programmed I think on the description it says there's up almost 50 different MIDI programs, and it'll show the BPM up here at the top. I guess they're play this one at 123. So let's hear the difference. Because my BPM right now is set to 90, and so let's bump it up to 123. So that's pretty cool. So you got a bunch of different MIDI patterns in each of these. All of them. Let's go back to BR3 or DR3. See, each of them have the different macros, and then all of them have different MIDI patterns. That you can play around with and copy and cut them up and things like that. So let's go back to the 808 Clean, and this seems to be just a there we go. Turn off. So that'd be, 808 bass that you can mess around with. I think it's probably just, it's got multi-samples. This one looks like it has a whole bunch of multi-samples. And so if you go to the layer, see mapping. And so there's how that one's set up with a bunch of different layers on one bank. So that's one way you can layer sounds or do sounds across the keyboard in Beatmaker 3 is just to put them all in the same pad and then just layer them up in the mapping section. And so that's how that goes. And then let's go back and drag in gold. And you'll notice gold kind of defaults to this high pass filter, which is way up. And so you can take that high pass filter down. You get a really nice, and it has this no kick, which is nice because it takes the kind of the punch out of the front of it. Add this hiss, little metalizer. Bring it up a couple octaves. So I'm assuming you could probably use this more as a bass, and then if you wanted to turn it into like a kick, do that. That hiss adds that wah kind of thing. So it's fun to play with that whenever you got the XY pads. And let's see. So you got another 808 grunge. And if you hit like the 64, you can kind of see what notes have notes on them or have sounds on them. And if we go in and look at the individual kit, you can see at the bottom again there's a whole bunch of samples mapped. You can go to the mapping. You can see each of the samples are covering about 1, 2, 3. It's covering 4 notes, 4 semitones, and so you're getting a pretty good range of dynamics. It's not just one sample pitched way up and down. They've taken the time with this kit and put in some work in creating these layered kind of bass sounds. And let's drag in, that is grunge, so let's do radial. And like I said, each of these do have their own. You can throw a high pass filter. Like this one has a little vibrato on it. And stomp. That's real nice and beefy. See what kind of effects they have on this. You can make it dirty. Auto pan. Kick versus bass. And I'm assuming that's messing with the attack. And so whenever this is down, the attack is quick, and that gives you that punchy. And then as you move this up, it'll kind of gradually take the attack off, giving you more of a bassy sound. And so that's it. So Alright, so what am I doing? I messed around. Sessions. Bammo. Let's do that one. Let's load it. Alright, and this is something I was just messing around with. Didn't really know where to go from there, but I just like that, kind of like that little bass line that I was doing right here. And yeah, that's pretty much. So none of the basses and things have the built-in MIDI. All of the drum kits all have a bunch of built-in MIDI stuff. And that's pretty much all I can think about, I think. So I think they've done a really good job at, you know, these macros that they've programmed in to give you, to be able to take the one, you know, this one 808 grunge instrument and just kind of warping it a lot to your suiting. You know, and don't forget that you have 9 through 16 macros to play with as well, along with you know, adding even more effects that you want to. And so you really have a lot of it gives you a lot of, you know, good basic 808 kits that you can customize. I'm not sure, did I go over? I'm not for sure if I did. If you go under your documents and you go under purchases, 808 science, you have all of the folders, and each of the folders, like here's all the MIDI that it comes with. And I am assuming, don't quote me on this, I'm assuming that you could drag that in. Maybe not. Let me go here. Now go. Okay. Import. Okay, so I can drag those in if I want to. I didn't really have anything on it. There it goes. That's way up there. So you can drag in those MIDI files, which is nice. And I'm glad I just discovered that. That's not really... So if you import some MIDI, you can drag it straight in, and you can transpose it. What does that transpose do, I wonder? I don't know. There's no... No, that's something I need to look at, because I have no clue what that's talking about. But anyway, and so in that, each of the folders, you have the samples. And so if you like one of these particular kicks over the others, you can, you know, just build your own kits, mixing and matching out of all of these. Or if you wanted to take something like that, where am I going? What am I doing? Drag it over. Go into the sampler, and there's this file. It. You know, just take this sample and just start messing with it and making your own little so the samples are there. It's not like you're just getting kicks, or you're getting the banks without the samples, and so that's nice to have access to all of those. Hopefully this was helpful to kind of give you an idea of what the 808 Science Kit comes with, and just kind of a little more on how to kind of work around Beatmaker 3 and make some awesome stuff. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I do have a Patreon if you're into that sort of thing, or a direct donation linked via PayPal to further support the channel. If you're not into all that, just like the video, comment, give me your opinions on some things, and share it on your favorite social media site. Talk to you guys later.